Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining us. You know, when you're a firefighter like my buddy David here, sometimes you don't have the luxury of finishing the meal at the firehouse. So what do? Eat dessert first. When we come back, David's going to show us how to make a delicious cheesecake using HMR products. Don't miss this one. We'll be right back. So David, as a firefighter, how does a big burly guy like you come up with a cheesecake recipe?
Well, it's probably one of the things that we eat the most as far as dessert is concerned. Everybody likes cheesecake, and they're kind of picky. They like them from like the Cheesecake Factory or wherever. And so I had to come up with something that I could eat that I could also pass off to them. And I know it worked because my kids, who are 15 and 17, have on several occasions gone into the refrigerator, eaten what I have in there prior to me getting home, and I'll go in and say, where's the cheesecake? And they're like, wasn't that for us? And so I'm used to it, of it disappearing. So I started using it on the guys at the fire department, and nobody seemed to complain, so that's where it came from.
Okay, awesome. So now with the recipe itself, what do we need to do to make this?
We're going to use the HRM 70 plus.
Okay. And how many of those are we going to use?
4 of them.
4 of them, okay.
Yep. So we can make a pie plate, basically, the cheesecake.
Okay.
We're going to use the sugar-free cheesecake pudding mix, and we're
Okay.
going to use a teaspoon per packet, so we're going to have 4 teaspoons of that.
Okay. And that's kind of the key ingredient, isn't
Yep.
it?
That's what's going to give us a cheesecake taste.
Right, and the pudding will probably give us that nice thick consistency
Yep.
that we need too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then from there, we're going to use water to make up our pudding. And it really depends on how thick or thin you want to make it. So we're going to kind of adjust as we go as water. I can kind of start out with a cup and start working my way into it, but I don't pour it in all at once.
Okay. Now, how long have you been on the HMR program?
Since May of last year.
And what's the biggest benefit you've gotten from it?
I am diabetic, type 2, and I've gone off 8 of my meds. I was on 9.
8 minutes.
And that's a huge savings.
That's huge. That's huge. Congratulations. That's really good. Okay, what do we need to do?
Okay, let's...
That works.
That works. Let's put in pudding mix.
All right. You get 2, I get 2. And again, this is the 70 plus.
Yep.
Now, could we use the other kind?
I have not tried it with the 500s, but with the 70s, since it makes the pudding, that was my natural first one to go to.
So that's the key, is this one is what makes the pudding. If I can get my thumb in there. Okay. So we got 4 of those.
Yep, and we've got measured out 4 teaspoons already of our cheesecake.
Okay.
And a little water in there.
And mix it up. Now, how long are we going to mix this up for?
About 5 minutes.
Okay.
If you got a mixer like this, I say just walk away for a little bit, do something else. If you don't, then you just stand there until you like it thick and smooth as you want.
Okay, so we've let this mix up for about 5-6 minutes or so, and again, what's the purpose of doing that?
We want to get air into it. We want to give it volume.
We want to get it nice and fluffy is the whole purpose. And then we're going to do what?
We're going to put it into our pie plate.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's really nice and thick. Which would be really key because remember, we're not having any kind of crust or anything like that in with this dessert. So we want to make sure that it's nice and stiff. So it's going to take a little experimentation though.
It does. You know, my wife and I have tried a couple of different kinds. Right now we're going to do the strawberry, but we've picked up pineapples and mangoes that we're doing, kiwi, strawberry. There's also, any fruit that's in season you can play with. The other day she took blueberries.
Ooh, that sounds
Threw
good.
some water into them, cooked them down a little bit, and then put the Splenda in and put it on top.
Oh, that sounds great. That sounds great. Okay.
We're set with that.
So now we're going to put some strawberries in, and we can put any, like David was saying, we can put any kind of fruit topping on this that we'd like to. We happen to have some strawberries here, some fresh strawberries, and we're gonna sweeten those up a little bit with some Splenda, right?
Yep. For
Okay.
about every cup of strawberries, we're going to do a teaspoon of Splenda.
Okay.
And I'm just going to pop them in the food processor. Or Splenda in. Kind of like to pretty much puree them down.
Yeah, you don't want them you don't want them runny. We want to just have them nice and, yeah, that looks nice. Nice and juicy. And smells good. Oh yeah, I love strawberries.
And basically, you can use frozen strawberries, fresh strawberries, anything that you want, will work for you. Like right now, frozen is probably one of the best buys unless they do something on sale during the week. There it is.
Perfect.
Now, here's the key to it. Now let it sit. You can't just dive into it. So I normally let it sit at least overnight in the fridge, typically 8 hours or more. After a couple of days, it's even better.
Okay.
So if it sits, it will firm up, and then you can do it.
And we don't have to worry about this in a refrigerator for more than 24 hours. We can leave it in there
I've
for...
had them in there for a week.
Okay.
And like what I do a lot of times is I get the little 12-ounce cups at Gordon's with the lids,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually put them all into the cups so that I've got stuff to take with me to work.
Okay.
So I have it portioned out, and I just grab it as I go and throw it in my lunch bag to get easy. So I don't have to worry about, okay, finding a container to put it in. So that way it's ready to go all the time.
Okay, so we're going to pop this in the refrige here for 8 hours, and we're going to check back and see how we did. So we just pulled this one out of the refrigerator, and we had a little extra, so we made some little variations on this. And here we've used some cherry pie filling that's sugar-free. So let's see how we did. Oh, that's really good.
It's good.
That's really, really good. So there you have it. HMR cheesecake, David's recipe. Check back for some more recipes at www.hackleyhealthmanagement.com. See you next time.